That's right, I'm not just a detective. I'm a time traveler! Watch this. When we first met, I wonder what you think of me. The image was set. It was a perfect narrative, but as time went by, I forgot to hide the laughs that came so naturally. Through lows and highs, I'd wonder why I ever thought you would leave. Now, no matter where or when we are, I know it's you I can count on. Magical, nothing can stop us now. Let's go! Chiku-taku, where'd that time go? Waku-waku, how should I know why it seems when you're here with me the clock won't stop spinning? Waku-waku, doki-doki, high-speed faster. Tomodachi runs forever. It's here to see that this mystery was solved immediately. Chiku, no, you got me. It's been so long since I laughed so hard I cried. Now you came along. It happens almost every time that I hear your voice. I'm left no choice but to let you know what you mean to me. Spiraling, time skipping through treasured memories. Now no matter where or when we're from, our friendship's elementary. Case closed, now you know nothing can stop us now. Let's go! Chiku-taku, where'd that time go? Waku-waku, how should I know why it seems when you're here with me the clock won't stop spinning? Waku-waku, doki-doki, high-speed faster. Tomodachi runs forever. It's here to see that this mystery was solved immediately. Chiku, no, you got me. Now each day we're older. What the future holds is not for us to know yet. It's gone before we know it. So let's solve the question. We can make each second. Chiku-taku, last forever. Waku-waku, it's now or never. Chiku-taku, where'd the time go? Waku-waku, how should I know why it seems when you're here with me the clock won't stop spinning? Doki-doki, high-speed faster. Tomodachi runs forever. It's here to see that this mystery was solved immediately. Chiku, no, you got me. That's right, I'm not just a detective. I'm a time traveler. Look at this.
That's right, she's a time traveler. And now she's far away. Heading to somewhere else. But she will come back. Because that is Amelia Watson. She didn't leave Hololive. No. She didn't get terminated. No. No graduation. No termination. She chose her way. The Ame way. And she's a time traveler, but also at the same time, she is the #1 detective. And she is a master of investigations, in which what we are doing today is a turning investigation. I will admit though, I saw Ame's final stream yesterday, and even though that she says she will come back, I honestly didn't cry, but I kind of like did tear up a bit, but it wasn't like a full cry because I know she will come back. She's not like what she's doing now is actually really interesting. That if she will come back for Hololive projects in the future, and you know, if this actually works, you know, maybe she'll come back. That could be one thing. In a way, she's like, I guess, like, in a way, how you say, to describe it, like, if you watch wrestling, you know, Wrestling Legends Return, right? Like, sometimes they were announced that they will return, like Bret Hart, for example. I did not just spill my mic. Okay, good, I did not. So, like Bret Hart, for example, he, you know, he's a legend and like a Hall of Famer, so of course he will come back. To wrestling, well, not wrestling, the WWE, just like, you know, promotion and all. I kind of, maybe you just understand. She's coming back. She's not officially gone. She just, you know, will be popping in and out like rare times. Anyway. Still, it's gonna be a little different with Ame's now that Ame's not showing up again. Well, continuing on now. Last time we Franziska returns. Last time Franziska returns, and Gumshoe's with us again, and we got some new stuff from the autopsy report that shows that the victim's death was in a way of a beating, a bludgeoning. And from what it looks like, the victim probably fell down from a tall height. Other stuff we know, Rhonda Tennario is being accused of murdering Mr. Ackby Hicks. Is it? Who knows? We'll find out. First. Alright. Oh yeah, there we go. Also, we have like a little bit of debate against Franziska, but let's just focus on the game now, because I'm not really. All I know is that we gotta check on a cargo thing, and it will help us. Anyway. Man, I can't believe Mr. Hicks fell to his death. I never would have guessed it in a million years. That's still only a hypothesis. However, the investigation should prove it to be true. Speaking of folly, I'm glad that Arts guy's okay. You took quite a spill. Oh yeah, that art. Oh yeah, this guy fell. Unfortunately, he's alright. Why did I? Yeah, his time obsession and like his stubbornness is kind of like why we don't like him. Yes, he was lucky to have landed on top of that piece of cargo. Yeah, I can see it now. Passenger pays price for police foul-up. Did prosecutor Edgeworth add fuel to the fire to the first murder with a second death? Yep, I'm willing to bet that it makes it to the front page. Oh boy. That's not funny, detective. Flammable. This one says paramedic shoes for XSM use only. If you smell anything up, you come and tell me right away, okay, Belle? Roger, sir. It's rather unusual for Gumshoe to be so directing. You must outrank this officer. If you run into any trouble, you just leave it up to me, okay? Yes, sir. What's that, Detective Gumshoe? Oh! Scruffy, I think your ego is in need of some deflating. I was following your footsteps, man. Ma'am, I wanted to try patronizing my stubbornness. Cruel and unforgiving to the detective, even in front of his own subordinate. So Mr. X was actually an Interpol agent. That's so cool! I can't believe he was from the Interpol! The adventure, the glamour! And the miraculous big escape when you get caught by the enemy. Except in this case, there was no big escape. And no miracle. True. If I may have a word with you, Francisco. I don't think you have the time to idle chatter. You still need to prove me that your hypothetical situation is in fact reality. The leftover suitcases here line on two pretty neat rows. Too bad for this scenario, but the design is unmarketable. I might want it if it was cheaper, sir. Do you think they sell it to me at a discount? Oh, or why don't they sell them in the airport and have a bargain basement sale? Buy one, get one free. If you win the raffle, you get one more for free. How about those ideas, sir? I think if they did that, everyone will lose. Ouch. Here we are. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. Sure brings like memories when I work as a part. Oh. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Alif Red Statue. Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Let's get investigating, sir. Look here! Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission! Well, look here, sir. Look here, sir. You're trespassing on property of the crime scene, so I recommend that you get out of here or we'll arrest you. Don't rush up on me like that, pal! So this belonged to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? Let's just see what else I can find out from him. Sir, you're trespassing property. Actually, first... Blue, I guess you have the guts to show me a piece of art. Oh. Okay. What do you think that? Oh. Okay, what about the autopsy report? Okay. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc. Of course it's mine! I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe! This Alfred statue was worth 10 million cents. No! Maybe much more! So LeBlanc's reasoning for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you should stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective. Nope, I will not do this again. I will definitely not do this again. Okay, if it's 10 million cents. $100,000. Okay. Darn! How did you do that? I feel like he getting better and better to see right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression that he continues to manly spin in place. Hey, Miss Edwards, so that 10 million cents. Is that euros or in dollars? Does it really make a difference in our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you will allow us to examine it a bit closer. It's a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching. Not unless if we arrest. Should we arrest it? We have to arrest him. He is trespassing like the crime scene of our, like. There has to be some law of that. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, criminal trespass. Of course it's illegal, no surprise. Let's see. Yep. Trespassing a misdemeanor or gross misdemeanor for adults. Misdemeanor can be punished up to 90 days in jail and a fine up to $1,000. A gross misdemeanor can be punished up to 1 year in jail and a fine or a fine up to $3,000 fine. So LeBlanc, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to arrest you. Good, because I don't like him. Send him to jail. Take his money with him. He was like, no! My money! No! That'll be LeBlanc. I really don't like him. You know, I'm fine with like second episodes from like every Ace Attorney, but this one I don't think it's my favorite because of this guy. This is just us. Let's see. It was actually. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in St. Fa. I think I need to question him a bit further. Yes, he's going to jail either way. Let's hope it's illegal. Let's see if it's illegal. I'll borrow your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake. What? How do you say my art is fake? I suspect that your statue might be the target of international smuggling ring. Those are just fantastical things. Those thieves were not there. I have the certification of my cargo right here. Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Singh LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say? It says in plain as day, the cargo was put into plane in Guam. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as the states in the certificate. No, that's... Which means that there was never a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. Are you sure? Can we get a translator? Can we get a true translator? We can't trust this guy. We need a different translator. I respectfully disagree. We can't discontinue the theory until I see the statue for myself. Then you can prove. Then you can have your wish. Look at yourself and see I am right. This. I know I've seen this from somewhere before. Elif Red? Is it the Elif Red? It gives us such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it. The statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it. I believe a closer look is warranted here. Well, so this is the infamous Elif Red statue. What is it, Miss Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. What's this? It actually looks like it's stepping all over its neighborhood cloth cover. Kind of resembles its owner's. It kind of resembles its owner's attitude in a sense. Jewel, what did you say now? Further, my clothing is not to be stepped on by anyone. It's too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forget the trespassing of my subordinate. Why should I forgive if the dress passes unless it's the expensive dress? You keep it. So this is the Elif Red statue. I swear I've seen this somewhere before. What is this thing worth 10 million cents? And how Sparkus, sir? Hold on, give me a second. I'm kind of feeling a bit cold. Hold on. All right, now I'm warmer, so that's good. I guess I just gotta put on a long sleeve shirt because this is now getting cold. Well, this is October. I wouldn't call it sparkling detective. Maybe more along the lines of totally shiny. Is that it? All right. Are these eyes made of some sort of gem? That's a real nice shade of orange for a second. I couldn't even tell they were jewels. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of this stray cat that lives near my house. Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible that the statue is a fake? These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, pretty. Oh, wait, no, this time is different. They remind me of the sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. The memories. I remember sitting on the field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. Ouch. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What colors are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah, sir, they're red! As I thought, this statue is a fake. Is the lab black? What do you want? Do you not know I am busy, man? I allowed you 2 seconds for your answers. The Elif Red. I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not? It's the biggest trophy. It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Why do you know? Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 70 years ago. Better grab a chair, sir. Suddenly there's gonna be a long story. Oh gosh. Well, in that case, Sorry. Alright, a sec. I'm just checking out something. Yeah. I'm gonna get water. We got a water. Wait. Mr. Lablack, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy. I don't. You don't have my heartfelt sympathy. But what is that? Sympathy for what? You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes. That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you. I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo. Why is it yelling now? Is this the photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe? Now, do you see, Mr. Lablack? The statue before us is a fake. Fake! I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa. Now I present to you evidence that it resolved the remaining contradiction. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? They remain to just look like the real gems. You mean these aren't real? You really think the forgers will waste that kind of money on a replica? I guess not. Oh, I just got a really great idea. I could probably find some rocks down by the river and I can polish up to look like real jewels. I think I'll try it out and give one to Maggie as a present next time. I wonder if he's serious, and I wonder if I should try to stop him if he is. Okay, you should. Alright, that's about it. Fake. Our deal isn't looking too happy about either, sir. I will get to the bottom of this for his sake as well as mine. Aw, but I don't want to. Can't believe you were able to tell this was a fake from a single glance, sir. You knew right away that the designs were different than color than the ones in the photo. Yeah, it's unlike a certain detective who needs to try a little harder. The fact that this is a fake means it was swapped with the real one at some point. Wait, why is it? Oh. Yep, there we go, the cloth. His own attitude said, oh. You, what did you say now? About the macaroni? Oh. He said that. Oh boy. How do I? Oh. But I gotta figure out which. Yeah, I don't know. Which one? Okay, well, I think, okay, first, I gotta use the bathroom. Ah! Oh, there we go, much better. There we go, now you can see it. I'll be right back. Alright, we'll be right back for a bathroom break. And while I do that, photo, a cargo. I can only think of four evidence, so I'll think about it. All right. So until then, I'll be right back. Have a break. Bye. Guys, this is why I barely have lunch. And if I do get lunch, it's more likely a light one. I'm fine with breakfast, but lunch... Mostly I skip my lunch. And even if I do have lunch, I get, like, only light ones. But yeah. Anyway. Let's start. I can only suggest the cargo. There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of cargo cup and getting stuck on another piece of cargo. That's not possible. But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this is a fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa. Then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? I just spit on my mic again. Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There is only one reason why, to secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do it that mid-flight. We could have just easily expected all over the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true. However, you have it backwards, Franziska. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Supposedly he had found the fake at the airport, and it would have been after the swap had occurred. At the time, the suspicion would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates. Document certificate data updated. Document in Borginian says the statue was loaded on board in Europe, but the statue is a fake. I'm healed. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes. While this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that. Right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing the valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer! Move the statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath, now! Blood? Mr. Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. Go on. After moving the Alpha Red statue out of the way, we tested the area under with luminoid, and there was a reaction. I see. There was a reaction to luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. Can we stop looking at it now, sir, ma'am? It was seen that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? How did the cleanup kill all the blood? Take that! The killer used a bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered during the layover. So you guys are saying That the murder happened before the plane landed in Zayfa? There is no other conceivable time for the events of the murder. If that's true, then that throws a certain person's testimony to doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zayfa, then this becomes highly suspect. Oh boy. Recall Miss Millie's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard when we departed Zayfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting at his seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but... That totally contradicts the facts, sir! But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who could answer that is Miss Millie herself. Confrontation, Cammy Millie. Here we go. Attention all passengers, this may be the finale of the chapter. We are under an hour streaming. We're like 42 minutes into the stream, so I guess we might start episode 3. Anyway, welcome to Flight G 390 lower deck cargo holds. The time now is 3:35 p.m. and today is March 12th. By the time of this streaming is actually October 1st. This may be the final time you hear your Captain Ryuki Styles speaking. And not the captain from last stream. Ugh. Freaking. Such a freaking playboy wannabe. Yeah. Blah. Miss Millie. Miss Millie! Huh? Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zingfa? Huh? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down Zingfa. Oh. Miss Cammy Millie! Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did. No one could make a mistake so large, Miss Millie. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well. Miss Millie, if you could please tell me your alibi during the time span. From just before we were landing at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh boy. Miss Millie! Yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. How's a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Millie, wake up! She fell asleep again. So this is the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. There we go. Wake up! Hold it! Miss Millie, wake up! I'm awake, Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Why ask me to wake her up? Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use? Hold it! If I remember correctly, food was being served in first class in the lounge between the hours of 3 and 4 a.m. Yeah, but that kind of stuff runs by Miss Rhonda. Then what were you doing in the attendance room at that time? Eating and having a most delicious dream. You mean you were neglecting your duties? No way. Sleeping's part of our job too, you know. Hold it! Miss May! How many times do I have to repeat myself? Wake up! I'm awake, I'm awake. What? Oh no! Okay. I don't understand, but I was unexpected. Well, what did you whip me for, ma'am? Oh, what did I miss? A lot. A poor detective being on the receiving end of a lash of your steed. Really? Sorry about that. You can make amends by continuing with your testimony. Hold it! So you were alone the entire time, weren't you? Yeah, no one else even popped their heads in to say hi. Oh, well, I think a contradiction just popped into the say hi. What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Let's see. Miss May, there's a clear contradiction and built into your testimony. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not possible that you were alone in the attendance room during the whole time from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. Oh gosh, we're gonna take the bullet, aren't we? I don't want to do autoplay though. Screw it. I press it. It didn't work. Oh, that means I did it. Oh no. Take that. I guess. Oh no. Yeah. Okay, you deserve to sleep. Take a look at this. And if you're focusing, hurry up and show us the real evidence. I guess this wasn't as eye-opening as I thought. Oh, did you say something? Finally awake, are we? What did you mean? I've been awake this whole time. Okay. Oh, it's alright if you were sleeping, pal. Pay no mind to the scruffy detective beside you and wake up. Ah! Hurry up and wake up, Miss Bailey! For the clawing around. This is my show and I will resolve contradictions as see fit. Hold it! I mean, not yet. She hasn't exactly given me much to object yet, after all. What did I miss? Finally awake, are we? Oh. Oh, I was right. Oh gosh, we gotta hurry up before Gumshoe's getting whipped around. Ah! Did not mention the. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, well, at least I could. Well. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna go with the cargo. Hold it! Oh! Take that! The receipt. Okay, yeah, 540. I wonder if I skipped it. I wonder if you were to be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Millie.
A receipt for what?
It's for the case Miss Tenario brought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m., Miss Tenario.
Yes. Why is the killer here? I thought you have locked her up by now.
I requested that she be present at this witness so that we may straighten out your complex. Now then, Miss Tenario, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Millie there at the time?
No.
So, Miss Millie, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? We're getting nowhere, guys. It's coming, Millie!
The bathroom. The bathroom?
I'll be the first to ask the questions here.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know.
Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient to be true.
But it's the truth. Cross my heart.
I have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage.
You don't believe me, do you? Please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out?
Alright. Reason for suspicion.
Look, now I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think then maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhonda too? She's the one in charge of the elevator key card in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious.
Please leave this scenario out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now.
I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhonda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you got your eye on Miss Rhonda.
Of course I keep an eye on her. I can't very well let her escape, can I?
Never mind. You are Yashati? Miss Rhonda actually kind of like...
I absolutely had no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. Ouch. Now's not the time for this sort of talk. Hold it! No, it's not the only reason I have first suspecting you. Your statement regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies.
Ah, but I said I wasn't an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, wouldn't you?
Yes, I suppose that's true enough. Hold it! She is already being detained for further questioning. Or have you already forgotten?
Oh yeah, I guess I forgot.
Cammy, don't tell me you suspect me too.
Sorry, can't help it. I mean, you. There's someone else who could have done it.
Maybe the pilot? I don't know, autopilot?
I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me, a killer.
Miss Melee, what did you mean just now by no one else could have done it?
She's the one in charge of the elevator key card.
Hold it!
Now, hold on.
And what are you in charge of, Miss Millie?
I take care of the attendance room.
That doesn't count.
But I spent so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility.
Miss Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English. Especially those who speak Organian. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent.
Oh, you mean that kind of what I'm in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place?
What else could I have mean?
Yeah, I'm really good at Borginian.
She's fluent Borginian. I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian?
Yes, I take care of everything that has to do with Borginian.
Very interesting. Is this where we show this document? Let's say. So you're the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian? Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Borginia for a while.
Oh great, now hard sleeping is getting me tired. If that's the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? Uh-oh. This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Miss Lablanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Borginian is you, Miss Melee. While your participation, smuggling the Elf Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Oh, she got pupils. She got pupils.
I wouldn't dare dreaming on falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. It's exactly as you said.
Are you confessing to have participated in the smuggling?
No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone and make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature piece of paper.
Really? All you did was sign it?
I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane property. So sorry about that.
It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight.
I suppose, and this is just a supposition. Even if I was involved in the smuggling, you can't throw the change of the murder on me just like that.
Objection!
If you're involved in the smuggling, you will have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of the investigation regarding the smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever start to think that maybe Rhonda is a smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhonda has access to many things on the plane for work purposes.
So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case?
What are you talking about?
Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I met the killer. First it was myself, and now it's Miss Teneria who is under the microscope. Seems to me that a killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can.
You have no proof that Rhonda is being set up, or that she isn't.
Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all the blame for the crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicion. This suitcase. Take that! The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they choose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor? However, why go through the trouble to do so? Oh boy. The only way all these actions make sense. If it's the killer had wanted to frame Miss Teneria for the murder, Miss Teneria buys the suitcase on every flight she works without fail. If this showed her. But should her suitcase be switched with one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough time to put the body back onto the suitcase. Into the suitcase. Here you go, they made to do whoever was at hand adapt their plan. And try to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop. And brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree?
Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway?
That's because of the special circumstances around this particular case. What special circumstances dedicate the need for the killer to frame someone?
Was it who the murder?
The killer was at Oh!
But it just so happened there was a bunch of empty suitcases nearby, and being a skinny man, the killer thought to put this body... You mean that the whole plan to frame someone was an elaborate coincidence?
No, that's not what I said. You wrongly deducted my meaning, Miss Millie.
The one with the wrong deduction is you. Think you speak again?
Hey, just Francisco, I was about to reveal the truth.
Okay, if it's not that...
When the murder took place? Ah, where?
Almost all the passengers had returned to their seats. Therefore, the killer had to choose someone who was not from the seat of the frame. Isn't that an explanation for how the killer chose who, and not why they had to?
Well, I thought it's best to start from there.
We're going to talk about completely unrelated matters. Do you mind if I take a nap?
Oh, hold on! I was to the... Oh, okay. It was where the murder took place. Special circumstances is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss Teneria or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Miss Teneria or myself. Or you.
Oh gosh, that voice crack.
But you, Miss Cammy Millie. Only you and you alone could be the killer.
I'd actually dead young. And? Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence.
Oh, the singing song is interesting. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite put into the big picture.
Let's see. Not a prosecutor's badge. We did use a wallet.
The crime scene note we did show. Sky Magazine, group, grape juice, piggy bank,
Photo. Statue.
well, it was for smuggling.
Certificate. Autopsy report. Suitcase report. Cargo. This Millie's testimony is fake. Go your suitcase. The Borginian cloth.
But we never used this.
Take that!
I don't have any actual evidence.
I thought not. I thought not.
But that's because it went missing, and still is.
Missing? What do you mean by that?
The complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that's the victim's cell phone. Francisca? You were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks' cell phone? Or at least that's what you told me.
That's right.
But Agent Hicks' cell phone could not be found at the crime scene.
You mean the killer took the phone with them?
Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would easily lead us to the killer.
Come on, get serious. If the victim fell into his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well?
We won't know until we try that little experiment, will we? Francisca, I'd like to ask you for your assistant. You know the victim's phone number, do you not?
Of course I do.
Agent Higgs' phone is ringing from somewhere, sir! I hear a detective. Now, where is it coming from? Indeed, we should move to the retrieve at once. Nice, Gumshoe! You tell us where... No. No. Yes, come on, Gumshoe.
This is Captain speaking, and I am trying to stalk here! Who's ringing that phone? Where the flight attendant's room is 4:12 p.m.?
The ring's coming from somewhere in here, sir! Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. It doesn't seem to be over here. Let's look somewhere else, sir! I wonder if it might be inside a suitcase. I don't hear any sounds coming from inside, sir. I suppose the culprit would have been so dumb to do the same trick twice. The ring is coming from in here, sir! What? No, it can't be! This has gotta be the victim's cell phone! Just whose locker is this, sir? It's Miss Tenario's. What?
This is your captain speaking. I would like to apologize for my sudden outburst because, you know, a phone was ringing and I am surprised. Why is there a phone on my cargo plane? Why? Haven't you people heard of airplane mode? Anyway, it's 4:28 p.m. We're back in the lower deck cargo hold.
So, Miss Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone?
I found it in the flight attendant's room, in Miss Tenario's locker.
What?
Rana Tenario.
I don't know anything about that phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rana Tenario right away.
Wait! I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the key card. When the killer went to steal the key card, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenario's locker at the same time.
Objection!
This is related to the key card, right? In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore.
What should I do? Francisco's right. I can't offer baseless conjecture at this point. Right then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Higgs? Was that something very incriminating on or in it? Hold it! What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone.
What?
Inside this phone lies final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. You need to examine this phone in more detail. The LCD is broken. Without screen, you can't even place a call with this. It's a camera lens. Think of it. I wonder. How exactly would Agent Higgs plan to preserve the crime scene as of smuggling? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures? Mr. Edger, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir.
This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine.
Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for his smuggling case? If so, I say there may be some inconvenient photos in here for a killer smuggler. But the phones are busted up, sir.
Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone.
I'll find a way. Don't you worry about it. That.
Can I go back to sleep now?
Objection!
The LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data.
What?
What do you mean by that, Francisco?
It looks like a killer isn't very familiar with electronics.
This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that the only LCD screens are broken. It's possibly that the photos are still inside, waiting to be accessed.
All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Francisco! Your phone, if you please.
Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Hey! The other red's nowhere in the picture!
But this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right?
Ouch, she's right. There's not much we can find out but from this about Agent Hicks' killer, sir. Is this it? Is this really the end? Is there really nothing in this file that we can use? The fact that all the suitcases are here in this photo is odd. It really is odd.
Agent Hicks was still alive at the time. So what exactly so odd about suitcases that haven't been used yet being there?
Yes, well, I was only pointing out things are different between now and then.
Your off-topic rambling has to put this attendant to sleep again yet, Miles Edgeworth.
I'll give Sleepyhead a rude awakening. Definitely objection or contradiction. What's all this? Oh, the cargo ship from Bulgaria to Zangfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zangfa. Zalanda, can you tell me the context of the boxes? Unfortunately, there is no English written on them anywhere. One class of boxes is written in Bulgaria. It says... It says man bowing, eat on the wheelchair, scissors, leaf, and the guy doing the Kamehameha wave. It is cloth in English. Cloth? Could it be? Is this what the killer... What? What for is that scary face? Miss Millie? Miss Millie?
Yes?
It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A shocking piece that will point out who his killer is.
Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth.
The Bulgarian Congo on this piece of evidence will point straight to the killer. Take that!
And what's that supposed to prove?
The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe off the blood they had spilled. There was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zangfa had cloth written on it. In Bulgarian, that is. This is where the killer grabbed a piece to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Bulgarian. And the only crew member that fits the description is you, Miss Cammy Millie.
That's pretty flimsy. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in English or Burgundian.
Objection!
Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminating nature.
What?
There was no need for the killer to tear those boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend the Burgundian, well then... logically, the killer would have opened this box first.
Bed sheets.
Take that! Hey! It says bed sheets in English on the box, sir! Precisely. And bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say?
So what are you trying to say?
That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first.
However, the killer chose to use some Burgundian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The killer didn't want anyone to know the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold. So they were afraid to leave signs that the box for the sheets had been opened. However, the Burgundian cloth, well, that's a horse of a different color.
Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of St. Fa.
That's right. This is why the Burgundian cloth was used. The only Burgundian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Captain Melee. You and you alone.
Shield me, Captain Ugo.
It will be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we have to do is contact the Zangfa authorities in time. You may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes. So what do you say, Miss Melee? Why not confess your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in St. Fa?
Bubbles! Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Shot fire! Ah! Take cover! Take cover!
Aw, I kind of wish it was the captain, not gonna lie. I'm sorry. He was in a pull, I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was scared I was in trouble. Uh... Ah. Oh, then I'm going to hit that. Wait, actually, can I also... Nope, just it. That's it. That's all. Did it update? Yep.
I'm just focusing. I'm just thinking. Hold on. I'm actually going back and thinking of all the Ace Attorney crimes where a female killed a male. 3. This is the 4th time a female killed a male. You know, I sometimes watch some true crime videos, and like it's really surprising in rare cases where the female kills a male. Like, mostly in like the world today shows like males are like more stronger than females, but like in times like that, but like there are rare times where the female actually took down the male. Anyway, let's put my pilot voice back on.
This may be your final cap. This is Yuki Styles. We are now entering conclusion. March 12th, 5:26 p.m. Flight G390, first floor lounge.
We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir.
Very good, Detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that?
They're taking her down to the break now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we approach the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir.
She probably wasn't prepared to commit murder after all of a sudden. Wait. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder at all of a sudden. One thing's for sure. The ring behind this whole mess means serious business. It looks like there was a lot more to this case than meets the eye.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much.
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
Truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that... Well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation. I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it.
Azure, come on. No, I meant I will never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at GoU Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue, no matter where you go. Bye.
I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir. But boy, it was fun.
Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Franziska?
Oh, she's filling out some custom paperwork for her departure.
Departure?
Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always real busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some lead regarding her case.
Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier?
You got it, sir.
This is your captain speaking. I'm still gonna be here until the end of this episode. This is March 12th, 5:47 p.m. Welcome to the Whole Springs Airport.
Franziska.
I thought I told you when you first landed, I have no time for idle chatter.
I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met.
I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am?
You are Franziska Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor deserving much respect.
Until only a little while ago, I was but a wretched mutt who was always losing to you. Dancy period living her life on the name and fame of her invisible father built.
I pronounced some of those words wrong. True. Your father, Manfred Von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible.
What are you talking about? The group I'm on the trial of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture.
Sounds like dangerous assignment.
You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself.
Yes. I suppose you can.
Plus, there's another agent on this case with me.
Oh? Another agent?
He's a star among Interpol agents and has a high successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day.
I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths.
I suppose. But I doubt he will say the same.
I'm not following you.
You'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full.
I'm gonna miss Franziska.
And just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness, I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for a whip.
Great. 2, 1. Oh, never mind. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation.
It was nothing, sir. I was happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight.
Just how much did you cut his salary by, Francisca? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office.
Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want.
Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus I saw the first case upon my arrival home. Francisca von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they will begin to make themselves known through the next incident. Ezra speaking.
There we go.
Oh, finally. Finally. I called from those home 8 times earlier, but I couldn't get enough. Yes, Eva! Eva voice!
And you're?
Have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy?
Mr. Amano? Ernest Amano, correct?
So you remember me? Why am I doing this voice? Well, because we're on phone, and we won't know what he looks like until we meet this person called Ernest Amano. I know it's rather sudden, but can I answer this of anyone else? There's been an incident, Miles. My son. He's been kidnapped.
Oof. Do I want to continue? Do I want to continue? That's the thing. I honestly don't know if I want to continue. I don't mind if I stop here. And like we could start yeah, you know what? We're just gonna wrap up here. Yeah, we'll wrap up here. I know like it's early, but yeah, I kind of rather like finish it like this episode, and then next time we'll get right into the beginning. I feel like it'll be better. So yeah, we finished episode 2. So now we'll be back on Monday for investigations, for Ace Attorney investigations, and yeah. new screen for October. Because as everyone should know, it's everyone should know like it's October, so you know Halloween and all that. So yeah. Well, October, the month we started the Ace Attorney series, and you know we're back at it this month with investigations. All right, again, thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll just upload the VOD video now. Be sure to so those who don't know, subscribe to my VOD channel. I finished uploading every VOD from Yakuza 0. So next up is Splatoon and Metroid. They're gonna start off, and you know, eventually we'll even catch up to certain investigations and the game we're about to play on Friday, which I'll be back for. I'll be back with investigations on Monday for episode 3. Until then, I'll see you guys all on Friday for more Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Take care, everyone. And happy October. Get ready. Or something. I don't know. I was like, get ready. I don't know why I said get ready for something. Well, just, you know, I had to get ready though. I know. That's enough speaking. I will now end stream. Bye.